big Mario Kart World Nintendo Direct, and today we wanted to talk about what we need to see in this Direct to justify the very high price tag in Mario Kart World.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this Direct, not only...
Riding?
Yeah. Because not only is it our first big look at the game in a greater scope than we've seen before, now we have this $80 price tag looming. I think a lot of people are wondering, well, what are we going to see in this game?
It's a trap.
That price, more so than we have seen out of any game in the modern age.
Yeah.
And Nintendo has been, speaking up. We've looked at the Direct for the game. They had said, take advantage. We'll find so many things to discover. Probably the richest Mario Kart series they've ever had.
Okay. Is like the highest ever because the game definitely looks really cool. But it's really interesting to see what else could be bringing back in this Direct that is like this that's really justifiable. Now I have to really understand why this game could be worth it. Price tag and I'm in, satisfied, feel yes, expensive, but I feel like the game is justified. That's what I'm like.
Yeah, I'm hugely excited about this game too. I think to get the possibility of what could be with the $80 there. We're doing this week. We're not doing proper predictions for this Nintendo Direct.
I know.
It's like,
How?
I don't know what's actually in this.
Right.
Because we're in this unprecedented state of things.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about what we think should be in there and what will be there to really get this game, kind of clear out that conversation. It actually is worth $80.
Yeah, now I see it. Now I understand it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things that are really very like those the answers to these questions.
Right. I mean, at this point, you feel like something's going to happen. There's no reason to really hold back much of anything at this point.
Yeah.
Come out guns blazing, please.
Yes, exactly.
We have 12 things that we want to talk about. The number one is just a pretty basic question, which is what is the scope of the base game?
Right.
On day one, we have seen the size of the world. We've seen a lot of the tracks and Treehouse High. I really love that image of the map that they have shown.
Yeah.
Interconnected.
The overworld map.
But really take us through that. Let's see all the different areas and all the different vibes that you can get there and what are the fun things that you can do traversing between them. This is a really fundamental question that I've kind of gotten some glimpses of in what they've shown so far, but I really want to see it too.
Yeah, the game is so big and so fast.
Awesome.
How big and how fast. I really like that to be illustrated. I want to see all of the details around what makes the world big and fast. What is going to a little bit, not confused, but I'm still a little bit questioning how these things are all interconnected. They say, you can drive instead of just going to a race or driving from race to race. And I'm still a little bit confused about how that actually functions. Understanding the interconnectivity of this big and vast world really helped me understand the scope of the game overall. So I really hope you can explain that to me.
Yes. It's the question of what is the plan for updating supporting the game post-launch.
Right.
So Nintendo did a great job with Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart. There's a lot of different things along the way. We're not even talking about horseback. What updates that people said enjoy. And I have to imagine that the reason hey, this is a game that you can be quality about. I'm wondering about sort of more community-driven things, this is the weekly challenge for now. What might be putting in there to keep people coming back?
Yeah, I think they saw such success from Mario Kart a lot of the life cycle that they enjoyed. We are one of those people that continue to come to Mario Kart a lot, and we've been playing it for pretty much 8 years now. yeah, I do think that they are to be there and the Mario Kart world. So I really hope that they like double down on that. They do a good job with Switch 2. Like, you know, the different events that they do throughout the game. I like your idea of some kind of like weekly
Not funny.
or special challenge mode.
Right. Or think
Not
like,
funny, I said.
It's like, oh, it's the something
You
festival.
fucking laugh at me, mate.
Like a Mario Kart fest
Yeah.
instead of a Splat fest. It
Right.
was so much fun, and this more this idea of playing with the community at large or doing fun things to really get these done.
It's a trap.
Such a great fit for this game, and if they have a plan to literally do that for the whole entire generation of Switch 2 and the game being something they would play for the entire generation of Switch 2, I think it'd be
Right.
fantastic.
And people have suggested, ourselves included, well, maybe one of the reasons you're paying $80 is that you're basically subsidizing this long-term support
Right.
of this game a significant way for 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
So some of the things that you might have had to pay for, it's like we're just doing that up front.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we're going to have a lot of stuff to give you that value out of it over time.
Right.
That would be cool. I think I would be happy with that explanation if it's a pretty robust plan.
Yeah, that feels like, again, like something that you can continually go back to. Like, if I'm playing an $80 game over the course of 8 years, you can do the very fast math of like $10 a year doesn't seem bad then. You know, like, it's like, okay, if I'm going to be like truly engaged and I'm at least, playing this game like weekly or a couple times a month or something like that and feeling like I always have a reason to go back into this game, that would make me feel a lot better.
Right. Now the flip side of this is our next question, which is there any paid DLC, battle passes, microtransactions, cosmetics, anything paid in here?
Right.
We did get the booster course passes, and those were great. Those were a significant addition to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but those